Hello everyone, Social Coach Michael Knight here, and today we're going to be covering the #1 dating strategy for men in the modern age. Now, I stole this title from other videos. I'm kind of saying this tongue-in-cheek because I hate this type of ideology. I hate that fact that you think that there's only one modern dating strategy and the whole world's out to get you, and if you don't learn this, you're going to be unsuccessful like everybody else. This is the wrong mentality to have. Because if you think you need some tips and tricks, and you think the world's so much different than it was before, which in some ways it is, but when it comes to the fundamentals, what I teach, the world's the same. There's one great dating strategy that's worked from the beginning of history of time, and that is simply called don't suck. Now, if you improve yourself to a person that other people actually find is worth dating, what is this going to result in? Well, it's going to result in you having a lot of options. And once you have a lot of options, you're not going to be in a scarcity mentality and you're not going to make bad decisions. Because where does most issues come from? Most issues come from the fact that you're in scarcity and thus out of fear of being lonely, before being forever alone, you get into relationships that you shouldn't be, right? You marry the wrong person, you stay in abusive relationships, you stay in relationships with crazy people, and that's what causes all your problems. Another reason that I really hate when they say like you need some special strategy or tips and tricks to get someone, because what does that actually imply? It implies that you don't think that you're good enough as you are. It implies that you think that without some special tips and tricks that other people don't know, you don't have a way to like trick someone else into being with you. Where you're looking for some type of hack or trick in order to get ahead. Where it's like you're almost pulling one over on the other person by using this strategy to get them to like you. I don't like how other people frame interactions like some type of game where one person has to win over the other person. It should be a synergistic thing where both people come together and it's an enjoyable process for both people. It's not like a winner-take-all, win-lose situation. What type of relationship could ever last or be healthy that was that type of relationship? Instead of trying to trick or weasel your way into other people liking you, instead actually become a more interesting, fun, or smarter person to talk to, more enjoyable person to talk to. Actually improve yourself and work on yourself so you don't have to fake things and people actually do like you for the best version of yourself. If you're playing games, you're doing it wrong. A confident, self-assured man is often accepted for who he is and rarely tested. If you have a strong frame and personal value system, other people are going to respect you more and they're not going to lead you on, tease you, flake on you as much. Now, simply respecting you doesn't mean they're going to necessarily want to be in a relationship with you, but it is going to increase the chance because, let's face it, who wants to date a person that they don't respect? Now, will every other person be interested in you when you project your personal vision and values? Of course not. And thank God no, actually. Your need to be liked by everyone is one of the problems and is creating neediness and pushing a lot of people away. You both knowing what you want and what you're not willing to put up with is going to filter out a lot of the BS out of your life. A lot of those people who are actually just looking to play games with you, trying to get something from you, they're not going to be interested and you're going to filter them out. And that's a good thing. You don't want such people like that in your life. Now, do I think there's a lot more BS in society than there used to be? In some ways, yeah, especially with social media and all these apps and things like that, you're being flooded with a lot of crap. But at the same time, you can choose not to be a part of it. That's my point. If you develop yourself into a confident guy who knows his value system, you can choose not to play this in this circus, basically. You can choose to opt out, as it were. And that's what I've personally done, and that's what I recommend you do. And to do that, basically just learn the fundamentals. And don't be trying to win at some type of game that's designed for you to lose. Instead, opt out and go back to the fundamentals. And that's what I teach. The fundamentals are improve yourself, learn how to communicate in a way that's more attractive, have more options, and then from those options, you're not going to feel in scarcity and you're going to be able to date more confidently and have a much better choice of partners. A good first step is simply fixing all the bad behaviors that if you simply quit doing them, other people would instantly start finding you more attractive. And those are all covered in depth in my book, which is linked to below. And if you're super motivated of getting this part of your life handled, I provide one-on-one coaching, both live in countries all over the world, as well as online. And you can apply for that, and there's also a link to that below. That's all for today. Please remember to like and subscribe. Big shout out and thanks to my Patreon subscribers. Please consider becoming one if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, ciao.